Hey guys, welcome to At Home Fitness with Coach A. I am Coach A, and this is the YouTube channel that aims to bring you guys in-gym quality coaching and workouts for your at-home or garage gym needs. Now, it is Wednesday, October 28th, and today is day number 227 of the at-home programming series. And without further ado, we are looking at one piece today. It is going to be a longer workout, no strength, no accessory. Just go hard, give it everything you got. Here's what we're looking at. You guys are gonna go 4 time. Essentially, we kind of have 3 rounds here if you wanna think of it that way. Each round is going to start with an 800-meter run. Stick around if you wanna hear the modifications for different machines, cardio, things of that nature. The second piece of each round is going to be a shoulder to overhead movement. They're all going to work with the same weight and our reps are going to increase. The first movement is going to be 15 strict press at 50% of your strict press, meaning if you have a 150-pound single 1 rep max strict press, we're looking at 75 pounds on the barbell for all of these workouts. The next movement is going to be 30 push press. Stick around for the demonstrations, but the focus here is dip drive with the hips. Keep your extension as you press through the top. And then finally, we have 45 push jerk to finish the movements. And I really want you guys focusing on coming down under the bar on that one. All right, so it's gonna be a longer movement. Technically, it's the highest reps and it's the longest movement, as opposed to the strict press. It's just gonna be the shoulder movement and the dip and drive. There's an extra piece in there. That's intentional. It's going to allow you to be a little bit stronger and maintain your stamina, but that extra movement is going to make it a little harder if you guys are just trying to rip through these things as fast as you can. Try and find a rhythm, try and find a tempo, as you guys are about to see in the video when I go through and do these, and that'll allow you to get through them more efficiently and faster.
All right, guys, time to get at this workout. Looking at it as a chipper. We're going to start ourselves with an 800-meter run. We're going to repeat that 2 more times in the workout, and it's going to be the same distance. So stick around if you guys want to know what the modifications are for rowing and using the bike at the end of the workout here. All right, so eventually I'm going to get back in here for my 800-meter run. Keeping in mind, we're looking at 3 half miles, a mile and a half. You're probably not going to be sprinting this that hard, normally speaking, but it's mostly upper body work once you're getting back in, so that should allow you guys to run a little bit harder than normal on this. Now we're going to start with 15 strict pull-ups. This is 50% body weight. Obviously I have an empty bar here, so it's not going to be this light, but it is going to be pretty light. If you guys can control your breath coming in from that first run, keep your heart rate down a little bit, you should be able to effectively rep out that set even at 50%. If not, avoid those failure reps, and that's going to be something kind of consistent going through here. We don't want to hit failure reps on this because if you guys do, 1, they're going to be more expensive. 2, they're going to cause you a longer recovery coming after them. Now, round 2, coming in, hit my push press. Remember, dip and drive. We're using the hips to drive into the shoulders. But as you can see, I'm still finishing overhead with a strict press. Now, this is a little cycling tempo I'm going into here. If you can't do that, that's fine. That's just going to make me a little more efficient. The key cycling through that is that I am receiving the weight on the shoulders with my hips. So my hips are the spring, my shoulders are essentially the pad that weight is going to land on. Now our third round is going to be a push jerk. Remember, the focus here is up and under the bar. We're trying to cut that range of motion short by coming down before the bar comes down. The dip and drive is a little bit more of a hip bounce here, in my opinion. We're just kind of snapping the hips up in the air and then focusing our energy on pushing down on the bottom side of that bar. So those previous couple reps were cycling. Now I'm getting into a little bit more one at a time. Stay tuned for movement modifications.
So, looking at our modifications for today, I'm going to go through the cardio pieces first, and then we'll talk about the different equipment we can use and even possibly using bodyweight movements for those overhead pieces. So, we're looking at 800-meter half-mile runs. That is going to correlate to 1,800 meters on the rower. If we're looking at an Airdyne or an assault bike, something that's going to count calories, I want you guys working at 80 calories for the guys and 56 calories for the ladies. And then if we are that crazy person that just happens to have the Concept 2 bike, we're gonna hit 1,600 meters on the bike. Now, for those overhead movements, if we're looking at dumbbells, a kettlebell, we can do these unilaterally. Depending on the weight, I would then pick the reps. So if you guys have a heavy dumbbell, something that's gonna be challenging to do 15 strict press with, then let's maybe take a look at putting that as a 20, 10 and 10 right left, okay? If we're looking at something that's light enough that you're able to go through them pretty quickly and aggressively, as well as the push press, push jerk movements, then maybe keep the 15, 30, 45 and make those each arm. So I'm gonna run through my 15 and then I'm gonna run through my 15 on the left. If we're looking at not having any weight and we have to do this body weight style, if you can do handstand push-ups, this would be my suggestion. Strict handstand push-ups on the first round, kipping handstand push-ups on the second round, or you can always shorten that range of motion a little bit and then drop it down to the ground for a regular push-up on that third and final round with the rep count that we have, or some kind of rep count to doubles and then triples for that last round. If you guys have rings as well and you want to toss ring dips in there, make an assumption or make an assessment on, does the handstand push-up or the ring dip harder, right? Whichever one's harder is the one you want to do first with the lowest reps. Whatever one's easier is the one you want to do second with the higher rep count.